Hello, Sergeant Devilldog here, and welcome to episode 20 in my series on construction simulators. In this episode, we're still trying to earn some money, so we're looking at taking on a new contract. So what we need to do is go into our jobs, contracts. We have a single-story family home, we have the tea house, a warehouse, we have some roads, we need retarring. We'll keep going along. We have a water system. We have another addition to a house. And we have our Portaloos transport. So what we might do, we're looking to try to earn some quick money. So we might take this warehouse job on. It pays $428,000. And there is only 5 stages to this job. The topsoil removals, a heap of excavation, so we can make some extra money by digging the soil. So the first thing we need to do is get a loader and move some soil. And so what we'll do is find out where the job is, bring our map up. Right, it's over here in the industrial estate, nice and easy to find. So what we'll do is we'll head over and take our dump truck to the job site first. By putting the soil in the dump truck, we'll actually earn some extra money. So I'll jump in this truck, I'll change the camera view as I like seeing out the window when I'm driving, and I'll head off to the job site and I'll actually cut the video so it's a fair drive, and I'll see you when we get closer to the job site. Rightio, so we'll just go at the gate and then I'll cut the video. Rightio, we're coming up on the job site on our right hand side here. Looks like a fairly big block. So what we'll do is I'll change the camera view so we can park this truck in the right position. Just drive through the main gate, and as you can see there's a big yellow square on the ground. This is where we've got to level all the soil out. So I'll park our dump truck over here on the right hand side outside the square. So once we get a bucket of dirt, we'll just tip it in the back of this truck. Once the truck's full, we'll sell the dirt. Righto, there it is. I'll jump out of the truck now, and what we'll do is we'll fast travel back to our front end loader, bring up our map, go into vehicles, fleet, highlight the loader we want to hop in, and just hold the X button down and we'll fast travel in the loader. Rightio, I'll just quick travel the loader back to the job site to save a bit of time. Rightio, I'll turn the lights on since it's night time. Rightio, now what we'll do is we'll actually move on to the job site and start excavating the dirt inside the yellow box. Looks like there's a fair bit of dirt we have to move. So we'll start with this right hand side near where the truck is, get the ground level and then work across the block. As you can see, as we're driving down the block, you've got a yellow line going around your speedo. That shows you the volume of dirt in your bucket or your loader. So once it's full, we need to empty the bucket. So we'll just reverse back and tip it in the truck. Normally takes 4 to 5 buckets of dirt to fill your truck up. There's bucket 1 down. There we go. We'll keep working, make it a bit wider to make the ground level near the truck. Come back outside the block, drop the bucket down and take our next chunk. Looks like some of this dirt's fairly deep, we have to dig out. Makes a fairly big concrete slab we're going to have to pour here later on in the job. There's our second bucket. Place this more to the front of the truck. Right, bucket 2 down. Over this way, try to cut along this yellow line. Mark out the far right hand side of the block. Square back up. Place the bucket on the ground and then just push forward right to the end of the block. Cutting along the edge of the yellow line. Looks like we'll have a few truckloads of dirt to move. The amount of dirt it's taken to fill this bucket. We'll swing back around out wide. Square up. Looks like it wants us to cut a trench about a foot deep right around the block. So that's going to be a fair bit of dirt we need to move. Right, that's our fourth bucket. Our truck's starting to look fairly full. Rightio, I've just held down the triangle and it will show you the red areas on the map are where you need to dig out. The green areas are saying you're at the right height. So we've got a fair bit of dirt we've got to dig out right across the whole block. It's only just one point down here near where the light beams of the truck are showing is at the right depth. I'll just push down on the dirt in the truck a little bit so we can fit another bucket in. So we'll start back here outside the block, try to cut a little bit of that in, and then cut across more. Trying to work right to the edge of the block. Digging down slightly as we power forward. Our bucket's over full, but we're still pushing material away, right to the edge of the block. As you can see, we've made a bit of a divot in the ground just then. Alright, we'll head forward. After this bucket, what I might do is jump out and actually sell the dirt in the truck. So I'll just reverse back and place the bucket on the ground. Then we'll jump out and run forward and sell the dirt in the truck. Alright, we'll run over. What we need to do is hold your square button down, highlight the little man, go to sell dirt. When we sell the dirt, we've made just under $6,000. Now I'll climb back in the loader and I'll jump forward in the job until we're close to near finishing the job. Rightio, we're back at 96%. We've sold 5 bucket loads of dirt. Rightio, so it only should take 1 or 2 more buckets and we should actually be finished this job. I started cutting across the block to work our way into this corner. As you can see, there's a fair bit of build up in this far left hand corner. It's not taking very long to fill the bucket up. And there we go, we've hit 100%. Now it's actually asking us to move the truck and the loader outside of the job site. Now I'll just dump this bucket in the back of the truck and then I'll go and park the loader outside the job site. Righto. We'll just square the bucket back up and then we can reverse out. As long as we're outside that blue box, we're considered off the job site. We'll just swing over here and park over here in case we need this loader later. Now it's actually asking us to excavate some foundation. So I'll just park this loader here and I'll jump out. I'll run over and quickly sell the dirt in the back of the truck. And then we'll have to go to our vehicle dealership and buy an excavator or hire an excavator. So we'll just empty this truck. Rightio, we just made about 7 grand for that load, so it was a fairly big load. Right, I'll just move forward up near this yellow mark. So there's 3 squares here we need to excavate out. So what we'll do, we'll bring our map up and we'll have to go to our vehicle dealership because we don't actually own an excavator. So we'll fast travel to the vehicle dealership. We'll run inside, hold the triangle button down. Right, this excavator is only 195,000. We've got enough money because we've just got shy of 400,000, so we might actually buy this excavator outright. So then we'll have an excavator in our fleet. So we'll purchase the excavator. Now we can exit out of the vehicle dealership, run around to our excavator that we just purchased, and then fast travel back to the job site. Now we can actually take on some of those other jobs that need a lot of excavation, since we own an excavator now, which is good. So hide the triangle, enter. We'll bring our map up, fast travel back to our block. I'll change the camera view, start tramming forward. Might actually change the camera view back. It's a bit hard to actually see in the gateway. We'll change the camera view back, make it easier on ourselves. Now what we'll do is we'll position our excavator in between two of those yellow blocks, and that way we can dig both holes, one in front and one behind the machine, and then we'll just move across to the third block once we finish the first two. Same deal as when we use the loader. We'll dump the dirt in the back of the truck so we can sell it at the end and make a bit extra money. Right, swing around a little bit too far. Swing back around. We'll change the camera view, so I'm looking at the front of the machine, and now we'll position ourselves just over between these two yellow blocks. Right, just a little bit further. Now we'll start digging the holes. They don't look like very big holes, so it shouldn't take much to excavate. Just reaching past the yellow square and making sure we're filling the whole yellow square, digging the whole yellow square out. Swing around, tip our dirt in the back of the truck. Should only take 3 or 4 scoops to excavate out these holes, I think. Move across a little bit, second scoop, make sure it's nice and deep. Swing this bucket around. And now scoop out this side, make sure we're taking the whole yellow line out. There we go. Still not quite done, so we might have to do another scoop down the centre to clean the centre of the hole out. A little bit of a build up just there. Rightio, and there we go, the hole's deep enough as it is. Now I will dump this bucket of dirt, and we'll swing completely around, and look how close we are to the other square. We're a little bit too close, so we might reverse back a tiny bit. Other way, back a tiny bit. Now we'll take our 4 buckets out of this square, and then we'll drive down to the far block. Yeah. As you can see, under your bucket you'll have a white circle. This is telling you where your bucket's going to dig, and it also helps for when you're actually tipping your dirt in the back of the truck, so you can line it up. So that's our second bucket. Tip it in the front of the truck. Try to spread the dirt out evenly in the back of your truck so you can put more material in it. Grab our third bucket along this line. And then we'll go and do our 4th scoop down the centre to clean out the centre dirt. We'll just take this bit of a mound out here. And there we go, the hole's deep enough as it is. It's gone blue. We'll tip this bucket out. Now we'll reposition our excavator, and then we'll reposition our truck. Rightio. I've actually jumped forward so you didn't have to watch us dig all 6 holes. It wanted 3 holes on the roadside as well. So rather than watch me dig the 6 holes, I've just jumped forward to our last hole. This only takes 4 buckets as well. I parked the truck a little bit too far away, but I'm still putting the majority of the dirt in the truck. And there we go, that's our 6th hole finished. Now it's actually asking us to clear the job site. So what I'll do is I'll change the camera angle and we'll drive outside this box. As you can see, in between the holes we dug, it automatically digs another hole when you clear the area. There we go, so just drive outside this blue box and park over here. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll jump out of this excavator and I'll actually run over and jump in our truck and move our truck outside the job site as well. Move this one over in this corner. Jump in here, I'll sell the dirt in the back of the truck. We didn't make that much money, but we made a little bit, and now I'll drive this truck outside the job site. And then we should go on to the next stage. Rightio, just been paid for completing section 1. Rightio, now I'll jump out of the truck. It looks like it wants us actually to put some footings in. Rightio, we've got concrete footings over here. It wants us to drop in these holes. So it looks like we'll need a crane. So there's a fair bit of crane work in this job. So rather than use our crane truck, we might actually go and hire a crane. So we'll go back to the vehicle dealership. We'll actually hire a tower crane. I'll go across. There's 3 different tower cranes to hire. This is 175,000. That's only a fairly small crane. I'll actually grab that one. Now what we'll do is we'll fast travel back to the job site and actually set up the crane. So we just run over this back corner. This is the designated area for our crane. Hit our triangle button and it will ask us, do we want to set up our crane? We'll hold the X button in and our crane will get set up. Now this crane should cover the whole job site. It should make it easier rather than keep having to reposition our truck as we did in our episode 19. So what we'll do, as per all cranes, you have the white circle on the ground. This is where your hook will land. So you need to line your white circle up with the blue circle on top of the job. And then lower your hook down. When your blue circle on top of the job turns green, you can actually hold your X button down and your chains will hook up to the piece of equipment. So just go back out a little bit. There we go, we can hit the X. Lower it down, green, hit the X. Pick the footing up and we'll start at the far end of the job and then work back to where the pile of material is. As you can see, since it's a tower crane, there's a fair bit of cable, so there's a fair bit of flopping around. Just line it up over the hole, then lower it down in the hole. When it goes green, hit the square button. Rightio, we'll head back down to grab our second piece. If you keep your hook lower to the ground, it makes it easier to run around and find the material to hook up. Alright, so we'll run around, swing across a bit, hit X, pick our next block up. Rather than sit here and watch me place all these blocks in, I might actually cut the video and jump forward until our last block needs to be put in the ground. Alright, swing it around a little bit, we'll move it a bit closer. I'll place this one in the ground and then I'll cut the video. Right, we'll just lower it down, hit the X button, it's in place. Rightio, we've got one more block to go. We'll just line our white circle up, we'll pick her up, keep it as low to the ground as we need to. So we've got less movement to make. Right, we'll swing her around. Rightio. We'll just move forward. Whoop. Swing it around a fair bit. And then we'll just lower her in the hole. She's gone green, hit the X. All done. Now it's actually asking us to go to get 2 pallets of steel girders. So we'll pack the crane up. We'll jump outside the crane. We'll just run over here and have a look at what these 2 blocks of material look like. So we'll go into our vehicle log. We'll grab our truck with the crane on it. This is our semi. Now what we'll do is we'll fast travel to our building supply store, which is just down the end of the street. Fast travel here. Now we'll move the truck around here into this yellow loading zone. That way your material will automatically get loaded onto the truck. Now we'll jump out, run around to the front doors and hold down the triangle button to enter the store. We'll just scroll through looking at what material we've got. As you can see, there's a lot of different things we need for this job, but it's only asking us for these 2 bundles of steel girders, so we'll just buy these 2. Now we'll go on the checkout. Make sure you hit the auto load and then hold the square button down to purchase. And there we go, they're loaded on the back of the truck. Now what we'll do is we'll drive back to the job site. It's pretty straightforward, straight down this street, turn at the garage and down. What I'll do is I'll cut the video here, and when we get back to the job site, we'll take the video up, back up. So we'll just head out the front gate here, and then I'll cut the video. Rightio, we're pulling up on the job site now, so I'll just pull over here to the right hand side and pull up on the footpath. We'll actually jump back in our tower crane to unload the truck. That'll be nice and easy rather than use the crane on the truck. It should actually reach out of here over the road. So I'll run back across here. Climb back in the tower crane. Rightio. What I'll do is start lowering the hook down to the ground, is also swinging the hook out to line up our white circle with our blue circle on top of the steel girders. Right. There we go, she's green. Hit the extra hook up. We'll pick our girders up, and we should only have to just pull straight backwards, and we should line up to where they need to be placed on the ground. Still a fair bit of flapping around on the cable. Just lower it down. Once the blue box goes green, we could drop the girders, and now we'll just boom out and pick up our second bundle of girders. Righto. Pick her up. I'll lift her up over the fence so we don't hit the fence, and then we'll tram back in. As you can see, there's 2 circles. One is actually where the hook's going to land, and the other one is actually where the hook is. That's the one swinging around. That's where the hook is. Rightio, so we'll lower it down. Once it goes green, hit the X. Rightio, it automatically unpacked itself. So it looks like we need to place these steel girders in the footings we put in. So we'll pick one up at a time. We'll start with the far end and work back towards the crane. So we'll just swing away. Looks like there's 3 on this side, 4 on the other. Rightio, so we'll try to position the white circle over top of the footings, and we'll lower the beam down into place. Lower it down and then hold the X button, and we've positioned one beam. Rightio, we'll just swing back around. Looks like we have 7 beams in total we have to put in. We'll lower the next one down. what I'll do, I'll actually place this beam in and then I'll cut the video and come back to when we've got one beam to go, so you don't have to watch me put all 7 beams in. Try to make the video a bit shorter. Rightio, we'll position this one over the top, same as the first one. Now we'll lower it down and drop it into place. Rightio, we've got one beam to go. Just trying to line the hook up. There we go, we'll just lower it down. Go green, we'll pick the beam up. Rightio, now we'll just move it over to this corner. It's up close right near the machine. Oh, caught it on the safety fence. The beam around. Back around. Now pull it back in. Walk it back in. Swing it a bit to the left. Right, there we go, we'll just lower it down, hit square, it's into place. Now it's actually asking us to get some loads of gravel and spread out around the job site. So I'll reset the crane. Just come over and have a look. It's going to take a fair bit of gravel to be spread out over this job site. Take a few loads. So what we'll do is go into our vehicles. We'll go back through our inventory and find our dump truck. We've got it in storage repairing, so we'll take it out of storage and fast travel to the quarry. And now we'll find the gravel plant, fill our truck up. As in our last video, I bought a load of gravel on the job site and then I come to the quarry, picked up a load of gravel. You save about $5,000 on every load by actually coming to the quarry and picking the gravel up. So we'll be driving back and forth to actually get all our gravel this time rather than quick buy it, trying to save a bit of money. It takes a bit longer in time, but you're saving, if you've got to do 4 or 5 loads, you're going to save quite a bit of money. Righto, I'll change the camera angle, our truck's full. And we'll head off back to the job site. And I'll cut the video until we get closer to the job site. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch me drive back and forth to the job site each time we get a load of gravel. We'll just head up the hill here and I'll cut the video. I'll catch up with you when we get closer to the job site. Right, we'll pull it up to the job site now. So what I'll do is I'll change the camera angle. Alright, we'll swing around into the job. If you like this video, please feel free to hit the like button on the bottom left hand side of your screen. What we'll do is we'll swing around the end of this beam and we'll do a run right up the far right hand side of the job site. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I've got just under 300 viewers and I'm trying to get 500 in the next couple of months. Right out, we'll reposition ourselves. And what we need to do is spread the gravel out. So we'll lift the back of our truck up, and as it starts coming out the back doors, we'll drive across the block and try to spread the gravel out evenly across the block. Right, yeah, it's emptying out the truck fairly quick. Now I've made it a little bit thick at the beginning, so we might not have enough gravel. 23%. So it's going to take just over 4 loads to actually do. I'll reverse right back to the end here. I'll pick this last bit of gravel out I've got in my truck and hopefully try to get it up to 25%. I'll make sure I'm inside this square so I'm not wasting any gravel. Lift it up, tip her off. What I might do is cut this video here. It's a fairly long video and I'll take up where we've left off on the next video. I'll change the camera angle and I'll head back to get another load. Looks like we're going to need 4 loads. So I hope to see you on our next video when we'll finish this warehouse off. So bye for now. Hope you enjoy the video.